Find the gifts Dad craves at Lowe's. Right now, you can save on select Skill Power Core 12 tools that feature 25% longer runtime and have patented cooling technology. Save $10 off the Skill Power Core 12 brushless drill driver kit, now just $59.98. Or upgrade Dad's toolbox and save $30 on the 5-tool brushless combo kit, now just $169. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Offer valid 6/9 through 6/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast another person who followed their dreams and did great things. You know, earlier this week, Ted, we honored Jacques Titz, right? He was a well-known mathematician, died at the age of 91. He's dead, Ted, don't laugh. The next day, we talked about Ed Balls, a very prominent English politician. And today, well, guys, I'm just trying to honor people that we don't normally discuss on this type of program. So today, I want to toast a man who was drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies in the 17th round of the 1985 baseball draft. Now, he managed to play 5 years of professional baseball, never got a shot in the big leagues. He played in the minor leagues, but still, kids, this is important. This is a guy who dreamed of playing baseball as a young man and found a way to still get paid to do the thing he loved, which was play baseball. Was he a superstar? No, he was not. But he did play in the minor leagues for 5 years and had a fairly solid career, man. And again, there's nothing better than a man following his dreams and finding a way to get paid to do the thing he loves most. So if you have a glass of whiskey, go ahead. Let's raise a cheer to Steve Schartz.
Oh, no.
Steve Schartz.
Steve.
You can even follow him on Twitter. To Steve Schartz, everyone.
Yes.
So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy. Yummy! So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bitchola. Sorry.
It's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Shame on. Today, our final Bad Choice Friday of 2021. We had a Coats for Kids inspired Bad Choice Friday. Of course, please head to KISW.com. Help out the kids. $20 puts a brand new coat for a child in need here in Washington State. That's thanks to the Washington State Council of Firefighters, Operation Warm, BJ and Miggs. Also, by the way, Taylor Driving School and UMass Global. Mm-hmm. They will match any donation. If you can give $20, they'll give $20. That's 2 new coats. So please head to KISW.com. Click on Coats for Kids, and you will see the video of the KISW players as well doing their version of the King's Father Christmas. Now, that took on kind of a cult classic, at least in our minds, from our Thanksgiving special holiday sit and spin. We found songs about food, and the one that stuck in people's minds the most was the song Green Beans from the Hungry Food Band. So it was Green Beans up against our version of Father Christmas. Mike, how was the voting?
Miles, that was an absolutely brilliant setup. I don't fully know what happened, but the poll's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
Did you delete it off of Twitter?
I did not delete it off of Twitter. I've gone to the Men's Room Twitter, and it is gone. Last I checked, it was close. So
Ted, where was it when you looked at it?
It was close.
It was close?
I don't remember the exact...
Twitter can be a hard thing to do sometimes.
It can be.
That's why so many people struggle.
I don't...
Doesn't have to edit on. What are you going to do? Which one? Where was it?
Play them both!
Where was that?
Play them both!
It was close.
Play them both,
It was like a difference of 1%. And so I don't... Okay. There's no real way to know who won this thing.
How long is Green Beans?
Green Beans is only like a minute long.
How long is Father Christmas?
Father Christmas is about 3 minutes long.
Play them both.
Really? Yeah, play them both.
Are we allowed to do that?
We'll go outside and smoke. Yeah, we'll go outside and smoke. Play Take your time. We never had a time for it. There you go. There you go. Here's your winner on a Bad Choice Friday. Get them both. Your Father Christmas and the KISW Players. You get the Hungry Food Band and green beans.
This Father's Day, refresh Dad's tool collection with the sweetest brands like Cobalt at Lowe's. Right now, you can buy one select Cobalt 24-volt Max kit and get one select Cobalt Bear tool free, up to a $139 value. The gift of powering Dad's summer projects is priceless. Shop Lowe's in-store or online today to make it happen. While supplies last, valid 5/2 through 7/31.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has a wide range of electrified vehicles, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Only available in select states. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
The best defense is a good offense. So before the sewer backs up into your home and wreaks havoc, stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is there for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Tim.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, Armageddon. The Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Excuse me. Had to burp there. Your choices. Seth Meyers.
All right, Seth.
The Jimmies.
Jimmy Kimmel Fallon.
Corden.
James Corden. Get out of here.
Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The trials. You guys have series of talents and writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late-night joke and from whom? Or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
The Omicron variant is here, and nobody has been hit harder than a small restaurant in Wisconsin started by two Greek immigrant brothers 50 years ago. I told you we should have named it Chlamydia. You don't listen.
Seth Meyers.
Fallon?
Kimmel.
The Omicron variant, whatever they call it, is here, and no one has been hit harder than the owners of a little restaurant in West Bend, Wisconsin.
The family restaurant in Wisconsin is trying to make the best of a bad situation. The restaurant, named Omicron, was started by Greek immigrant brothers 50 years ago.
I told you we should have named it Chlamydia. You don't listen.
A new study out ranks some of the most fun and least fun cities in America, and Oxnard, California landed near the bottom of the list. So I guess it's time to cancel your trip to Oxnard, California. Oxnard.
Fallon.
Kimmel.
Smith! Yes. Get one win
That
today.
was a good one.
New York City postal workers have been accused of stealing credit cards from the mail and spending nearly $1 million on luxury items, which explains why the mailmen are tipping customers this Christmas.
Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon.
That's Fallon.
Hey, I read that New York City postal workers have been accused of stealing credit cards from the mail and spending nearly $1 million on luxury items. That explains why the mailman tipped me for Christmas.
The makers of Miller Lite recently began selling drinkable Christmas ornaments. Oh, they're drinkable? What's inside them, Heineken?
Seth Meyers.
Ted.
Seth Meyers.
The makers of Miller Lite recently began offering drinkable Christmas ornaments. Oh, they're drinkable? What's inside them? Heineken?
Not funny, Seth. Not funny. You can ask Mike. I've been pissed about that joke all day.
It was fun being on this side of it because when you were naming off the other late night guys, you started with Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
The disdain in my voice. Like, Seth,
Don't
crap on Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. Or in High Life. I read a whole thing about this. Holiday wise, they have that 22-ounce champagne bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a big deal.
Whoa! They got one for Miller Lite? I thought it was just the High Life.
High Life.
Oh.
Just High Life.
All right.
But they sell out of them, and they're impossible to find. So as soon as they get them, people buy them.
You had some a couple years ago.
I did.
What happened to that hookup?
I bought it at a bar where the distributor just dropped them off.
I got one once because on New Year's Day, I guess it was New Year's Day 2019. No, wait a minute. What are we in? 21, 20? So 19, right before the world.
The big war.
Right before the world shut down.
Right.
Oh, no, we shut down in 20. So it was January 1st, and I went to a bar in my neighborhood. They don't open until like 4. Me and my buddies are the only guys in there, and the guy was like, actually, we have a couple more. I was like, oh, crap.
I'll take those.
Right. So it just, right, because it's New Year's Day, right? So
it's also a weirdly cool thing to bring over to someone else's house.
So I also have a giant bottle, a champagne bottle of beer from a different brewery that my friends got me. But again, they got it for me the year of the pandemic. So they're like, I hope it's still good. It's like 2-year-old. I'm like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it should be.
It's sitting in my fridge. You know what? I might drink that this weekend.
Ted won't be here Monday.
James,
fine.
James doesn't care. All right, let's see. Ladies, listen up. I'm sure everybody's excited about this. Sex in the City. The newest episodes have landed. What are they?
My wife tells me she watched it last night with a friend as I passed out on the couch with a blanket over my head.
Yeah, so you could watch it if you want.
On HBO Max. So
it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, you've been there too, Mike.
Yeah, it's come up, and the lady has said we need to watch that. I don't know why we need to watch that.
There's no we
Well, there's
involved.
been all this talk about the main character in Samantha, right? Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
So it was like, what are we going to do with Samantha? Are they going to kill her off? They didn't kill her off. They just made a story about her, like her and the main character, Sarah Jessica Parker, Carrie, don't work together anymore. The odd thing is, they killed off Charlotte, like one of the other main characters, and it was just like, oh, spoiler alert.
And it was graphic, dude, because they actually show her get shot in the head, like in the first 10 minutes of the episode.
Terrible. And then
it's like, oh my God.
They ate her brains.
Right. It's like, does Sarah Jessica Parker just hate all these girls? I don't know. It seemed odd to kill off that character. But yeah, if it's the same, from what I'm reading, I should have said spoilers. My bad. Damn it. Yeah, Carrie and Mr. Big, they're still together, happily married. But yeah, now 2 of the main characters are gone. So it's mainly just Miranda and Carrie now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Until Carrie kills her. I mean, the way they set it up with that cliffhanger, man, I think this is clearly the Sarah Jessica Parker show.
So it melded with Squid Games is what I'm hearing.
It wasn't that dark.
Because Squid Games, there was a lot of graphic violence, but that was kind of random. This is personal. You know what I mean?
That's the best way to explain it.
Well, that show ran for that long. They had 2 movies. Like, eventually, these characters, like, somebody had to die.
Just like Gilligan's Island.
Did they ever get off the island, or did they kill each other?
No. They never got off the island. No one died.
Sorry. They didn't all die. Gilligan, believe it or not, outsmarted the other 6, killed them, and ate them. Mm-hmm. Sustained himself.
Got picked up by Captain Crunch.
Ahoy, matey.
Give me that hat.
I want to they were going to remake Gilligan's Island, right? But
they were going to make it tougher. Like, you're right. Gilligan was going to be actually tougher than the skipper this time.
Sure.
So Gilligan's pocket's out, and the skipper has to hold on to it as they walk around the island.
Wow.
I mean, it's like, yeah, Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
It's my island now. Homer Simpson. This is kind of interesting, right? He suffered a lot of things over 33 years. Now, listen, TV's fake already. Cartoons are even faker, right? Like injuries and stuff. But a law group in California estimates he would owe over $143 million now.
What, in lawsuits?
No, in injuries to, like, doctors.
To him or to other people?
Just the hospital costs.
Also, all his injuries.
Yeah. $143 million.
I mean, he's also destroyed property.
Sure.
I didn't know if it was... This is just the injuries he suffered, Miles.
I see.
So here's the list. Number 5 on the list, loss of consciousness, $80,000. Skull fracture, 100 G's. Radiation exposure, 150 G's.
What works in a nuclear plant?
Paralysis, 500,000. And then he has brain damage. That's $1.5 million.
That guy?
That's $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm.
I wonder what his copay is.
Oh, he's got it hooked up. Mr. Burns might be a mean guy. His insurance program, top of the line.
Yeah, and if you're working at power plant or something, that might be a union gig.
I would think.
Yeah, maybe you're a Teamster. Not sure. So let's see. Obviously, people know this weekend sports stuff. If you're like me and you're a college football nerd, sorry. There's only one. I mean, I'm sorry that the season's kind of ending. It's the Army-Navy game.
Yep.
One of the greatest spectacles. I've been there myself in person in 2006. It is an awesome spectacle. If you like college football, go one year and check it out. And this year should actually be a pretty decent game.
Should be, yes.
And then next week, bowl season kind of starts at some point in time?
Right. The bowl season will start next week. Also, you'll have the Heisman Trophy presentation Saturday evening as well. And also, there'll be some good college hoop games on.
Has there been a lot of talk about that? I mean, I guess maybe leading up to it. I mean, do they have a clear-cut guy on this? Or
you know what? I honestly,
I just don't. I have not seen that hype this year, so I don't know.
So it's like the quarterback from Pittsburgh, the quarterback from Bama, and I want to say, oh man, there's a defensive guy in there. Whenever there's a defensive guy, I cheer for. I'm like, I hope he gets it. I hope he gets it.
I think I know the guy you're talking about. Plays on. Oh boy, hang on.
And then
but either way, it seems like we have not heard it. Like it's a team more so now than one player. Like there's no Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no
right. You don't hear about just one individual.
I mean, Alabama is Alabama. You know, like, you know what I mean. But it's
the
not
other
like
thing
one
is too
dude.
is this is kind of a weak quarterback class. Like there's no like. You know what I mean? There's no
Which
Trevor
means
Lawrence.
more quarterbacks from this year will play in the NFL and have
probably
longer careers than any other year in the history of college football.
Well, you're
Somehow.
right. But it was a weird year, too, right? Because the kid down in North Carolina was supposed to be super good. He had kind of a crap year. Man, I have wanted to cuss all day, and I don't know why.
We're close.
I know. I just almost said he had an S year.
Men's room happy hour on the way.
But the kid at Pitt, he turned it on, and, you know, he was as on as many list. But yeah, I always cheer for a defensive player.
Did you see where the kid from Pitt, by the way, he had that big long run where he faked the slide?
All right, yeah.
And then slid out and probably went 70 yards. NCAA football made the faux fake slide illegal as of today.
That doesn't shock me.
So you're not allowed to pretend you're going to slide. Obviously, that's the benefit of the quarterback, and then pop up and run. But he won the game on that one.
That one doesn't bug me too much in college football.
No, I mean,
like in the NFL, but yeah, like... Yeah, here's my only thing though. Like
when you start your slide, you cannot touch.
You got to commit.
So if you start,
because if the dude pops,
even if it's a fake slide, I mean you're starting a slide.
But if the dude pops him, right in college, he's going to get thrown out of the game and miss the first half of the next game. Right. So it's like
the penalty's worse.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. Now, some sports I want to talk about. Obviously, your Seahawks are playing. Don't forget, Seahawks are on early this week, 10 a.m. down at Houston. I told Thrill earlier, Houston's starting some dude. I don't even know
Davis,
who he is.
Mills, isn't it?
David Mills?
Yeah.
Davis Mills? This is going to be a weird damn game.
Feel like he was taking snaps when Tyrod Taylor was on the bench.
All right.
Ted's like, this game, it's just going to be weird.
The main thing I want to tell people, though, is start your day Sunday, or stay up, very early. 4:55 ESPN2 will be the last Formula 1 race of the year. Now, for the past, 7 years, Lewis Hamilton wins it every year. This year, he is tied with that evil little bastard, Max Verstappen, on points.
Steffen's in it again.
But yeah, so literally, this hasn't happened in forever. It's tied going into the last race. So and F1's quick. It's like 2 hours. So if you can get up or record it or whatever, trust me, watch it. And those two guys have been crashing each other out. Something's going to happen in this race. Like something crazy is going to happen. Okay. Bottas, Lewis's teammate, he's leaving Mercedes next year, but he likes Lewis. So he's
going to Kia.
He might. Kia's not joining F1.
No.
Kia.
But yeah, it should be an amazing race. Something wild will happen. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, but there'll be some crash or something. But check it out. And it's the first time it's happened in 7 years.
By the way, Aiden Hutchinson, that is the defensive end from Michigan. We're trying to think of the Heisman. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then Saturday Night Live, Billie Eilish is your guest host.
Billie Eilish.
And the host, right?
And the host.
Both.
Getting it done,
only like a handful of people have done that.
It is.
Yeah. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
This Father's Day, refresh Dad's tool collection with the sweetest brands like Cobalt at Lowe's. Right now, you can buy one select Cobalt 24-volt Max kit and get one select Cobalt Bear tool free, up to a $139 value. The gift of powering Dad's summer projects is priceless. Shop Lowe's in-store or online today to make it happen. While supplies last, valid 5/2 through 7/31.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has a wide range of electrified vehicles, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Only available in select states. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Vegas police arrest a man at an airport who wanted to steal a jet and, quotes, fly to Area 51. Meanwhile, when a bear attacks your inflatable reindeer, that holiday lawn art is popped and done. Ohio woman fires 3 shots in the drive-thru when her order took too long. Florida man thinks that having a hammer time with your neighbor in this case is not wrong. And a crow flies into an Oregon elementary and starts cussing at the kids. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
Top story. Let's go to Ohio for another food fight. We've all spent more time in the drive-thru than we've wanted to, but one woman has had enough. Complaining of her order taking too long, she brandished a weapon to the employees, complete with some colorful language directed at them. When she was told that she would not be served, she responded by firing 3 shots at the establishment. Luckily, nobody was injured in the incident, but there was a bullet hole in the sign of the restaurant.
Wow. I pressed that like 30 seconds
about to say, great timing, Mr. Hill. Gotta love a functioning studio.
Oh, yeah. Only the best. Right. Only the best.
Another news to the Las Vegas airport where someone wanted to see the aliens. Authorities were dispatched after a limo broke through the fences and stormed the tarmac. Not long after the vehicle came to a stop, the driver called in a bomb threat. Always a great idea. Didn't take long before he was apprehended, but when he was asked what his plan was, he told police that he was planning on stealing a jet to fly it to Area 51.
You could have a disturbance in the Vegas airport when you are coming in. You don't care because you're going to Vegas.
Right.
You could have a disturbance on the flight out of Vegas. You feel so bad. A man could run by you with a gun and you wouldn't care because you feel so bad that it doesn't really matter one way or another whether this guy just ran by you or not. Just finish this beer. Let me get on this plane. Maybe I'll hit that slot in the smoking room one more time.
Oh, God.
Get me the F out of here. Why did I book 4 days?
That is rude that they put those doggone things in the airport.
3 days max.
Oh, yeah.
The slot machine.
3 days max.
Vegas, you've already cleaned me out. Why in the hell are you trying to get my last
chance to redeem yourself?
People have lost money. They're celebrating because they won money. You're so hungover, no one cares.
Yep. Let's go to the lovely world of the internet where a bear is declaring war on Christmas. In a video shared on Twitter, we see the bear attacking a massive inflatable reindeer. The animal tussles with the lawn ornament for a few moments, deflating it to some extent before fleeing the scene with another bear in tow.
He just disagrees with bad lawn art.
Hey, man, I like that lawn art.
That's good, man.
Like, what if it was like one of those fake deers on front, right? And he just trashes that thing. Good.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, fake deer's one thing, but I'm all in. If you got a yard, you put all the big inflatables you can in there.
You bet, man. No. I love those things. That thing was 15 feet tall easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
You got a fake deer in your...
You think that the other bears are like, bro, it's not a real deer. It's not.
Let him have this one.
Okay.
Let him have it.
Why we go through this every goddamn year?
Because you notice he was getting it, too. He went straight for the throat on that reindeer.
Because it's the biggest goddamn reindeer. He's like, we are going to eat for months.
Get the cave ready. Make some room in the freezer. Let's go to the UK where somebody's probably done the worst decoration job this reporter has witnessed. A photo has gone up of a tree they're declaring the, quote, worst in the north, as it's only half lit, and even that is giving it too much credit. The photo shows a pathetic 2 wraps around the base of the tree, barely covering a quarter of it.
Like, why do they bother? I saw the picture. Like, just don't light a Christmas tree.
It's just sad. Like, I want to say it's a bad job of work, but it's not even a complete job of work.
It's not.
It's not even bad enough to call bad. Or good enough to call bad.
But the guy you asked to wrap the trees, he already knew that today was his last day.
That's right.
That's what it looks like. Right?
Or maybe you should have given him like a taller ladder and more lights.
That could be it.
Maybe. I just like the idea that this guy showed up to the job site, smoked a fat joint, and then just wrapped the thing twice. Yeah, good enough.
Merry Christmas.
The lights will go upward, so it'll light the rest of it. They won't even know. In Florida, police were called on a man that settled a dispute poorly. We've all had a neighbor that we took issue with, but if it gets bad enough, we find an amicable way to settle things. Not our hero. Angered about the parking job of one of his neighbors, the man chose to arm himself with a flamethrower, firing at the car, which held 3 teenagers inside. Always great. Nobody was hurt in the incident, but not the first time that he's used it. Neighbors claim that he had fired it to scare off their guests that were coming into their homes and would sometimes light up the neighborhood by firing it down the street in the middle of the night. They said it was like daylight when this guy would set this thing off at 1 in the morning. He was arrested.
Good.
And I hope that thing was removed from him. Like, you want your toy? Fine. You've proven that you're not playing with your toy properly. We're taking the damn thing away.
Just be responsible.
Goodness gracious.
Not a big ass.
A woman in Florida was a little vengeful after she split with her boyfriend, to say the least. After her 74-year-old boyfriend left her for a 64-year-old woman, the 76-year-old woman sought revenge. In the dead of night, the woman snuck into her ex's home and vandalized his 2020 BMW, ramming the rear of it with her car, pouring oil into the air vents, writing profane messages in pink lipstick, and even leaving a dead raccoon on the hood.
Profane message being, he likes kinky sex.
Correct.
To me, I'd be like, yeah.
She's right.
Thank you.
Authorities were able to use GPS tracking to pinpoint her at her position at the time of the incident because of her phone, and she was arrested. The car was a total loss due to the damage, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for your headlines. With that, have a great weekend. Mike Hawker's out.
That's it, man. Men's Room Happy Hour is up next exclusively on the Odyssey app. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Yes, indeed. In the meantime, well, we be all about this biz for 134 seconds, give or take. So until then, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
This Father's Day, refresh Dad's tool collection with the sweetest brands like Cobalt at Lowe's. Right now, you can buy one select Cobalt 24-volt Max kit and get one select Cobalt Bear tool free, up to a $139 value. The gift of powering Dad's summer projects is priceless. Shop Lowe's in-store or online today to make it happen. While supplies last, valid 5/2/7/31.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The future will be amazing, and that's all well and good. But what about today? You can feel the rush of a 400-horsepower Nissan Z, or climb to new heights in the all-terrain Nissan Frontier. Light up the road in the all-electric Nissan Ariya that feels like a sci-fi dream come true. The future will be great, but today is made for thrill. All you have to do is get in a Nissan and drive. 2023 Ariya and Z not yet available for purchase. Expected availability is this spring for 2023 Z and this fall for 2023 Ariya.